The Mid-Atlantic Regional Educational Laboratory, or REL Mid-Atlantic, funded by the U.S. Department of Education, helps states, districts, and schools develop and use research evidence to improve teaching and learning. We partner with stakeholders in the region to understand their needs and work together on solutions. Recruiting and retaining effective teachers has emerged as a critical issue.
Our country as a whole faces a serious shortage of qualified teachers, and the Mid-Atlantic region exemplifies this problem. In Pennsylvania alone, more than 16,000 teachers entered the profession in the 2011 school year. 4 years later, that number decreased by nearly half. These shortages are only predicted to get worse in the future.
Getting a better understanding of the teacher pipeline can help address the recruitment problem. Which teachers enter and stay in the profession? Which programs graduate new teachers who go on to have a better track record, and teachers who are more likely to stay in the classroom?
Our district hires about 1,000 new teachers every year, and the cost of recruiting and replacing them is exceptionally high. Teacher turnover is expensive and has tremendous negative effects on student achievement. So we're looking to REL as a partner in getting a handle on how to use our existing data to address any gaps in information that we're tracking, to gain a deeper understanding of our teacher workforce. We really want to develop some research-based strategies in our recruitment, in our support of teachers, in our retention of teachers, to make sure that every classroom has effective teachers.
Getting accurate data on the backgrounds of new teachers will help districts to target recruitment and hiring resources. For example, is there a relationship between retention and the amount of time spent in a classroom before becoming a teacher of record? Are teachers from traditional programs more likely than those from alternative paths to stay in the district? The REL Mid-Atlantic is developing a new teacher intake form for the School District of Philadelphia to help answer these questions.
I think the REL's role in our region is just to be that thought partner, that research-based thought partner, that sometimes within our own school district we don't really have a research and development arm in many of our school districts. And so it's good to have an organization that is actually in the forefront of doing that work and making sure that as we are trying to build our capacity and build our thinking and build programs for our students, that we have someone that can counter us with some qualitative and quantitative based literature that can help better inform our decisions.
Working together, we are trying to answer some important questions, such as, does the level of similarity between a new teacher's student teaching school and placement school affect retention? For new teachers, is retention influenced by whether their school was their first choice, second choice, or lower choice? What characteristics do recently hired new teachers want in their school leaders?
So in addition to high priority research questions about the teacher workforce, we're also interested in getting a better understanding of how principals can help enhance their instructional leadership. So how do school leaders create strong cultures that promote student learning? Are there best practices for doing this? If so, what are they?
We have been working for many, many years in this space of the applicability of research to practice or the translation of research to practice. So I really see the REL as being pivotal in advancing that work and continuing to advance that work in Philadelphia.
In addition to working on issues around teacher recruitment and retention in the Mid-Atlantic region, we're also coordinating discussions and information sharing among all 10 RELs across the country. This has been a great way to share not only what we know about research, but also strategies about how to translate and disseminate that research to address the needs of our partners in the region. That's one of the goals of the REL program, to make sure we get the word out and learn from each other.
At REL Mid-Atlantic, we're committed to connecting with stakeholders in the field, listening to their needs, and working together to find solutions that are grounded in research. We're also committed to sharing what we're learning. So send us your thoughts and sign up for our newsletter on our website.